Hey there, lads and lasses. Whoa, really loud. Let me try to bring that up a little bit. Maybe that's going to be a little bit better. Hey there. Hello, everybody. Hello, our moderator and good friend and fellow buffoon and excellent Minecrafter and streamer in her own right, the one and only Princess Nebula. Let's do a quick shout out. Hey, it still works. Okay. I'm messing around with audio right now. I'm hoping my voice is coming out well enough. I think it is. In fact, it might be a little bit of distortion on it. What I can't get, though, is the music coming through on the other channel. That's a little weird. I expected that to not be a problem, and it looks like it is. So I don't know why we don't have music, but anyways, here we are back in Generations. The last time we streamed was way back in December 16th of last year, 2022. Welcome back, good sir, Shut Mountain. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Nebs, if you wouldn't mind doing the honors and giving Shut Mountain, our fellow buffoon, a shout out, please. That would be super, super cool. So, this Mushroom Island has parts that are not Mushroom Island biome, and that means things could get mobby and explodey and things like that very soon. So that being said, let's do a little bit of sleeping. Let's get that done out of the way. How I've missed this place. So we took a little bit of a hiatus, over a month actually. And so I have to go and remember how all of this works and where everything is and stuff. But we needed a little bit of break, a little bit of a break to do some stuff here at home with the family, and also to do some upgrades and some maintenance and everything to the stream. So I've changed things around quite a bit as far as the operation of the stream and the cameras and the monitors and stuff is concerned. It may not look like it too much on your end, but on my end, everything's all swapped around and switched up and everything. So it's going to be an interesting stream. That's all I have to say. Let me see. Yes, thank you for the shout out there, Nebula. Thunder, we can only hear you in our left ear. Otherwise, the volume is good. You are only sending left audio. Interesting. All right, let's find out what's going on with the balance. All right, I can hear in the right now. I can hear in the left now. Okay, and that's right down the middle. Okay, so things on my board are good, but only sending left audio. Only sending left audio. Let's see. Okay, outputs are all set there. Let's take a look at OBS and make sure that that's doing its thing. Advanced audio properties. Let me see. It's saying I'm getting both left and right. Now I only have left, and now I've got that. If I do mono like that, how's that? Am I getting both out now? Because I'm trying to do stereo, but there you go. Okay, so I switched over to mono. Yes, now both. Okay. I don't know. I think that should work in stereo where we should get left and right. But I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look at that afterwards. So I usually have my notepad hanging around here. Hold on a sec. I now am not turning my head trying to get it fixed. Okay, cool. But, if it's you and shut, then that means it's something on my end, not yours. Not yours, Nebs. So, yeah, it's been a while since I've done this, and I've changed a lot of stuff around. So, all right, before we get too much into this, let's get caught up with each other, shall we? Now, I've been in touch with all the viewers and the friends and stuff during this hiatus, brief or not brief, however it feels to you. But we've been doing quite a bit of work. I just needed some downtime to take care of some family stuff and to work on upgrading the system that I've been talking about for a long time. So we've been putting this little guy together. Let me see if I can get that. There we go. And that's the new system. Now, it's on the test bed right now, so it's sans case right now, and it's all out in the open. So I'm about ready to fire it up to check if it'll post and stuff like that. But that should be up and running very, very soon. And so I've put all the specs in the Discord tech specs channel. And so you guys, if you want to see what I'm doing there, you can go check that out. Here, let me adjust the camera again. Right about there. You can go check out and see what the new build is going to be like. It should be up and running. I was hoping to have it up and running by now, but we got delayed. We got delayed with mail big time. Here in our town, we've been having a lot of mail theft, mail boxes broken into and stuff because our state is in a desperate state right now. Things are pretty bad over here for Californians. And so a lot of the mail is getting broken into. Packages are getting stolen from front doors and porches a lot. It's gone way, way up. And so we've had to change around our mail system a little bit and come up with some solutions for that. And it set me behind a lot. It set me behind a lot on parts for the computer. I'm still waiting for a few parts and just our regular mail too. So yeah, we're a little bit behind on some of that stuff, but we're working that stuff out. But there are delays, right? And we need to deal with some of that kind of stuff. But also, I wanted to change my monitor setup and stuff. You guys can see some pics of that in the Discord as well. Let me see. Now, my monitor setup is a little bit different too. I usually have left, right, and then the third monitor, which is my drawing tablet monitor, which doubles as my third monitor, is usually down here to my lower right. So I've got this, as I drag the mouse across, I usually just go from left to right and right to left. Well, now I have it down in the center in the bottom. And so I keep trying to go down to it. it's going to take some getting used to. So let me get over here like this. Let me do this. There we go. And there's the link for our Discord there in the chat if you guys would like to go check that out. And I don't know why my music channel is not coming through. Yeah, it's definitely not. So that's channel 11 and 12 through the board. And if I do that, yeah, still nothing. So I'm going to have to figure out what input and output that's on. I did do a lot of work with my Zoom L12 live track audio board, and I figured a lot of stuff out. But apparently I didn't figure that out. I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm just testing the connections here very quickly. But again, as usual, I'm getting signal in on my board. I'm just not getting signal out and into the PC. So, and then from the PC into OBS. So no background music for this stream. Not cool. Not cool. Of course, I could play it just live audio out here in the room and have the mic pick it up, but it'll be okay. Alrighty. All right, so today is Wednesday, and Wednesday at noon, that's usually a generation stream, either here on the server or in the test world, doing Baby Zombie Rush design. So I figured we would start do our comeback stream here on a Wednesday, February 1st. That's what I had promised. And so February 1st it is, and I figured I would make it a Generations stream where we're building on the server. And like I said, it's been a while since we've done this. We've been building on my beloved server here. But let's just do a little stroll around and see where we're at. So we have this kind of progress here on the hotel. We're just about ready to wrap this up. The only thing that we need to do is this lobby area right here. And I've been putting this off for ages, and people have been asking me about it. I had one of our viewers asking about it today, and I'm like, yeah, it's almost done. What? It's still almost done? Yeah. So I think I should really get off my butt and do something here and just make a commitment. And we have that to do. And then one more thing. We have the front entrance right around here. I hear the wee Kachi laugh redeem, so somebody's trying to get my attention. Game screen. Thank you. Right there. Thank you, Debs. Right. So let me jump on my unicycle so I can backpedal that. There we go. Thank you, Debs. And so here we go with, this is really the only area we need to finish. Right here, it's the mezzanine above the lobby. We have that, the interior. Getting a little bit of lag here. And we have just the front for the exterior. And so I figured that we'll try to experiment a little bit with this today. And then after that, we have to put the occupants and their features in here in the aquariums on either side. And then we're pretty much done. So actually we have 3 items. This really counts as 2 though. But I think I should get working on this. And one thing I know for sure, one thing I know for sure is I'm going to have glass panes for rails up above. So let's get ourselves up there. We're going to have to do some sleeping here pretty soon anyway. But like I have these glass panes for these rails, I think I'm going to do the same around here. And the reason why I like those so much for this kind of application is they don't take up a lot of space. They only take this little sliver here, centered on the block, and I like that. I like that. This, I'm thinking of doing glass for that. I'm not entirely sure. But I think we should do some work and commit to some materials there and get that done. All right, there we go. And the sleeping is in place. And finished. So we're going to resume our stream starting today. And that means Friday there'll be a Buffooncraft stream. Probably at around 3 or 3:30. And then Sunday will be Kachi time. And Kachi's really anxious to get Kachi time up and running again. He and his friend Tezivu have been asking about it, and some of the viewers have been inquiring about it too. And so we want to get back to Kachi time. He has a Roblox plan that he wants to do this weekend. I won't give too much of it away. Yeah, this looks so different without the Optifine. So I tried running Sodium on this, but honestly, I wasn't too pleased with this. The Sodium didn't blow me away. I'm probably not using it right, but I might wind up going back to the Optifine. We'll see. But anyways, all right, let's get I know glass panes are going in there right away, so let's do that. I'm going to do probably the light gray glass panes in there, or maybe, you know what, maybe I'll go with the white ones instead. And I don't think I have any here. No, I do not. So let's jump down into the depot and let's go fetch some of those. All right. So one of the other things I've been doing is what I want to do is I want to open up the ceiling, and so that way me and guests and Kachi can just come flying down into our depot area. And so what I want to do is I want to transfer this pattern onto the floor here. And so you can see where I've already started to do that. And so it'll be white out to its particular beacon. And then once it hits its beacon, it'll change color. So you can think of the white light coming over here and then hitting the yellow filter, and it blocks out all the other light other than the yellow. And then the spiral continues with the yellow all the way around until it terminates on its cave opening. And so the yellow branch will open up here. And then I'll do the same with each one of these, the green, the blue, the purple, violet, whatever you want to call it. And then the red's pretty much already done. But the white spiral will come around to the red like this, and then it'll turn to a red spiral, come all the way down here, and then it'll terminate right here. And so we will have 5 of these branching off from each side, and we may wind up moving the farms into each one of those. I'm not sure. So, but that's the plan for that. So, but we are trying to get a hold of some glass panes down here. And let me see. Let's just clear out the old inventory here. I forget on what I was building here. It's been so long since I've been in here. But I always say, you know, I'm always happy to be back in Generations. This is my home. This is where it all began. And I can't wait until the next Baby Zombie Rush stream, which will be next Wednesday. That's going to be a lot of fun. Right now, I always check out these chests first because I want to empty these things and get them out of the way and clean this place up a little bit. Hawk. Kachi and I are trying to figure out a way to get his screen to show for Kachi Time. And we've tried a couple of different things. We've tried some services like OBS Ninja. And Shut, you had mentioned one that was similar to OBS Ninja, and it works in the same way. But for this system and this setup, it's just too laggy for that. Maybe with the newer system, when I get that online, it'll have the CPU capacity to handle that. But I'm thinking that might not be a CPU thing. That's probably going to be an internet thing. And so we'll be looking at, finally they do their job. We'll be looking at different options. Maybe I'll be able to use that option. Like I said, with the new system, maybe it is some CPU overhead and stuff, and maybe we'll have some headroom on the CPU where we can run stuff like that a little bit better. But we might wind up using a game capture card and then either Wi-Fiing it, Bluetoothing it, or I may directly run a cable, Ethernet cable right over and connect right into it and hardwire it right in. I might wind up doing something like that. We'll see. There we go. Yeah, we're going to see what's going to happen with that. But we want to show, for Kachi Time, I want to show Kachi's screen up here and Kachi's webcam, and then my screen with my webcam minimized maybe somewhere like over here, you know, in one of these corners, either in that corner or that corner up there. And then we'll still keep the chat running above us and stuff like that. So, but I really want it to be more about Kachi's Kachi's screen, because I think that's more fun to watch. I mean, it's for the adults, it's funny for them to watch me struggle with roadblocks and stuff like that. But the kids really want to see what Kachi's doing. So I'll be looking into some solutions for that. That's probably the very next thing I'll be doing right after I get light gray stained glass right there. White stained glass, we'll try both of these. Right after I get the second system up and running. And then I also have to figure out what's the best configuration to run both PCs. I may wind up using the game capture card on the new PC and taking those screenshots and putting that back into the old PC, where the old PC will run OBS and Discord and all that, and the new PC will run Minecraft, or it might be vice versa. I have to fool around with that and see what the best setup for that's going to be. All right, let's get all our stained glass into place here. I think I'm going to wind up using, I'm loading up on the light gray here, but I think I'm going to wind up using the white stained glass. And I think I have a little bit more of this somewhere. If not, I can just make some, but like I said, I have all these junk chests around, as shameful as they are. One thing I am going to make as part of this storage room is I'm going to make iron golem stations, and I'm going to make like separate little individual slime farms, because you can see that slimy boy, that giant jello shot down there. And if you look at this, you can see all of these slime chunks here. I think I have to get out of the slime chunks and out of these chunks to get them to be elevated. No, usually the height goes up a little bit more, but all of these are slime chunks. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. I've got a fourth one over there. These ones are all attached. And then I've got this slime chunk over here. It's like, that's why we're getting all the spawning down here. So I figure if I just set up an iron golem station with a little mini farm there, a little mini farm there, a little mini farm, we can draw the iron slimes over there, and then we can just store them and have them go right into the storage. So I may wind up adding that kind of little feature down here. And they'll be in their little booths over there, and we'll have like a little mini slime farm. Now, I do have a 4-chunk slime farm, a big one, to the southwest of us on one of the seashores down there. But, and I may develop that just because that's a cool farm to build. I just made a hack version of it before I really knew what those farms were all about. But I'd like to finish that farm, though, and just get it done because it's really cool. But I think it's going to wind up being redundant, because if I put the iron golem stations here with the slime farm, with the slime processors, let's call them, that's going to outproduce any slime farm ever. You know what? I think we're doing okay. Let's just see if we can just get some white stained glass blocks. I do have a handful of them around here. All I'm going to need is about 6. And yes, I know this is absolutely disgraceful that I have these junk chests set up right in front of an unfinished storage facility, storage unit. I know. All right, here we go. But you know what it's going to have to do? But that really sucks about my music, though. I'm going to have to figure out what's going on. So what I did wind up upgrading from the from my old iPhone. I had the iPhone 8s for many, 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 many years, and Mrs. Thunderhand for Christmas got me the Pixel 7. And the thing I like about the Pixel 7 is that I can actually, even though it's a little bit too big to fit in my pocket, I don't like carrying it around. It's a little cumbersome in that regard, but it can replace a lot of the functions of the iPad. And one of the things I was hoping to do would be to play the music off of this and do the music for the stream. So I just got to figure out what's going on. I don't think it's the phone. I think it's the audio coming out and selecting the right channel and inputs and outputs and that kind of stuff. So we'll see what happens there. But I'm sure I'm going to be able to get that worked out. Then we got our music for our stream, which is always a good thing. All right, I might wind up getting some glass blocks here. Let's just get one stack of them. I had a whole bunch. Where were they? They were right over here. Yeah, let's get a little bit of bone meal. Bone meal. Oh, yeah, we have a mob farm here. Yeah, I have to try to remember where all this stuff is. But I'll say, I've missed you guys a lot. I've missed streaming a lot. I knew I was going to miss it, but I didn't realize that I would miss it quite this much. But I have to say that taking this break was a very smart thing to do. It was a very productive thing to do. I made a lot of progress. Wrong level. Ouch! How did I get down here? What, did I fall through there or something? I think I did. Okay, I need the bone meal here. Look at this little mob farm. I am still amazed at how well this little mob farm works. I really am. Let's make ourselves some white dye. Oh, stop it with a... I'm really going to have to get around to... to making that into a proper mob farm. But I have to admit that this thing just kicks butt. And, I've talked about... I've talked to a couple of our fellow Minecrafters about this and why it kicks butt so much for such a crappy little early game farm, which I never really upgraded. And we're thinking it's because it's right on the edge of the Mushroom Island biome that it's blocking out all of the other mobs from spawning, pretty much. If I put a spawn sphere around this, I would say almost 50%, if not more, of that sphere is going to be in the Mushroom Island biome. And also I have it set so it doesn't spawn spiders. And so that also cranks it in its productivity as well. But at least I don't think it's spawning spiders. I don't think it is. Yeah, it's not. Okay. I can tell by the carpet pattern, but I just wanted to make sure. So, Nebs, as far as your spider, your mob farm in Buffooncraft is concerned, this kind of carpet pattern will prevent the spiders from spawning, and it'll crank out your output of the other mobs a lot. So, talking with shut right now, so I'm kind of lurky. Missed you too, Thunder. Okay, that's sweet. But, like I said, my Buffooncraft friends and our viewers and stuff, even though I haven't been streaming, we've been in contact with each other steadily throughout. So I've been doing a lot of work on Buffooncraft. So that Buffooncraft stream on Friday, if you haven't been following what I've been doing in Buffooncraft, you're in for quite a surprise. Not much has changed here in Generations. I really got to focus a little bit more on Generations here, but Buffooncraft, a lot of progress on Buffooncraft, a lot. So let me see. The very first thing I'm going to do is let's just take this. Yeah, see, this isn't quite the shape I want here. Well, I don't know. It is following the pattern, though. Okay. And I'm thinking of going around it just like this. Now, the white probably looks a little stark right now, but it's against this mycelium. I'm thinking maybe these two patterns, or maybe just the white concrete for the floor. And that's why I'm going with white, so it won't stand out. If you look at this, it doesn't stand out too much from the white concrete floor. So, but I don't know. I might wind up going with a gray instead. I mean, I have gray here. It's kind of consistent, but I'm thinking this is more outdoors, so maybe this got like a little dirtier or something, you know, because it's more outdoors. And this is indoors, so it's a little bit cleaner. I don't know. But one of the things I've been trying to get away from is just doing too much of like one color, or, you know, I've been trying to expand the palette a little bit. So if I do something in one color over there, maybe just try to change it a little bit. Like one of the things I could do is, since we have the warped stem and we have the prismarine and stuff like that, maybe we can, you know, maybe cyan would be a good color for this. So I don't know. I'm going to put in the white right now. But that might be an option. One of the things the buffoons have taught me, or one of the things I'm trying to learn from them, I should say, is to be a little bit more colorful. I know that's quite colorful for me down there. That's for me. For me, that's shockingly colorful. That's like the most colorful I've probably ever built. Usually, I stick to the more earthier and kinds of tones. But all right, let's make some dye. Let's do this. Oh yeah, I need a thing, a crafting table. That's what I need. Do I have one down here? No, I don't. I might have one in my inventory though. Do I? Okay, one thing I have to do is I have to get caught up with my methods in generations, because I've made several innovations to the way I stock my inventory and things I keep in my ender chest for Buffooncraft, and now I'm actually more advanced in Buffooncraft than I am in Generations. It's usually the other way around. But you can tell where I've been spending the majority of my time, so now I got to get caught up in Generations. Yeah, I do things a little bit more efficiently in Buffooncraft now, so now I've got to go back into Generations here and start transferring some of my methods and processes from there back into here now. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm a little distracted because the music channel thing is bugging me in the back of my head. It's like, yeah, I want to fix that right now. And of course, it'll dawn on me after the stream when I don't need it, when I don't really need this solution, when it's not critical. That's when I'll come up with a solution for it. But you know what? It's going to have to do. All right. I'm also going to have to consider what the ceiling of this looks like too. But already I'm thinking prismarine blocks for at least these blocks here under the white glass. I'm already thinking that. But let's put the glass rails right up here. And then I'm going to get the prismarine. I'm going to put it around here. I'm going to commit to that. see. Let's go up a level and let's go do that. Yeah, there's some stuff with the mail that the Thunderhand family has been trying to work out. One of the things is quite some time ago, I won a contest in Shut Mountain Stream, and he sent me a piece. Well, he wants to send me a piece of merch, and as a gift, as a prize, and so I've got to get that straightened out as well. So Shut, once I get that. Once we get our mail sorted, then we can do that, because I do want to support my fellow streamers. And I really want to receive that. So the moment I get that straightened out, I'll let you know. But we've got other deliveries and stuff that I'm also waiting on for other things as well. And it's not just me, too. It's the other family members. So, I just can't think of myself with a solution for that. I got to think of them, too. And it's become quite a problem out here where we're at. But it is very, very good to be back. And I'm not the only one coming back from a hiatus. This morning I logged on to Jepotastic stream, who I haven't seen in ages. And that was super cool. Super cool. She was doing her diamond painting stream. And already we're going at it with the wordplay and the banter and stuff. And that's always fun. All right, so I'm thinking that, and again, it looks really bright up against the dirt and the mycelium, but let us go and look at the prismarine. And I'm thinking these kind of prismarine blocks as opposed to these. I'm thinking those might look better for that, but I'll bring along both anyway. And I might even bring some of the dark prismarine like this. But I don't think I'm going to use that, though. I think that's a little too bold. So right now in my head, I'm seeing this. Maybe that, but maybe this. Because the pattern and the edge details on this might be a little too much, whereas this will all blend together. And we also have to think about what this is going to look like from below, especially in the lobby. So you can see where we have that kind of prismarine on the outside like that. And then if we go in here, you'll have a ring of that around the hole. So we're going to either have a ring of this or a ring of this. This, I think, would blend together a little bit better, but we'll try out both. Let's go do that. And just remember, backseating allowed. If you have suggestions, I can't promise I will always use your suggestions, but I will always consider them. Always welcomed. Before I get too much in with that prismarine, I think I have all the prismarine over by the Guardian farm, which would make sense, right? But I always want to check down here first. Prismarine shards right there. I hope I don't have to make any blocks up. I mean, it's not the end of the world if I do. It's just, Okay, we have some stairs. We might be able to try some of the warped wood as well, because it's got that darker turquoise pattern. It goes well with the prismarine stuff, even though it's kind of like a heavy use of one particular color. But if you don't want to deviate from that too much, that's definitely the way to go. Did I just see? Yeah. I always need to carry some of those. Let's just do a quick check over here, see what we have for prismarine. But I think it's all at the Guardian farm. We'll see. One thing I was hoping for this year is I would have more guests on for Generations. So I've mentioned it to a few of the buffoons before, but I haven't gotten any commitments from them yet, so we'll see. But I would really love to have them on. I think that would be a lot of fun. And there's other non-buffoons who are friends of mine who we'd also like to have on. It's just getting commitments out of people is tough. I don't think I have any in there. But I have the Soul Sand 3 under this, and I have speed on that beacon. And so if you look in my upper right-hand corner, you can see that I have haste and speed. And with the Soul Speed 3 boots and the Soul Sand underneath this, look at how fast we can run down here. Good Lord, that's quick. So considering the size of the storage space, I really needed some way to just run down here fast like that. So that was my plan. Do I have... I was thinking of putting some of the warped stems or some of the warped wood, like the skinned warped... Arc! Back, Jello shot, back. There we go. Yeah, I think all that Prismarine's over by the Guardian Farm, which is cool because we get to fly over and have a gander at that. Yeah, it is. All right, let's just go do that. Boy, you know, I'm so organized now on Buffooncraft that I come on Generations and I'm like, wow, this is almost shameful. Almost, but not quite. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, do I have time? No, I don't. Oh, I was going to do a Thunderhand launch. All right, let's lay down a bed and do a little bit of sleeping. And I think this is far enough away. There we go. But look at all the progress on here, and you've had it longer, so of course it's more crazy. Yeah. But I really got to spend more time on here. More time off camera, too. So my plan is to have like one stream day, the support for that stream day, and then the stream day. The support for that stream day and the stream day. So have at least one off-camera day for Buffooncraft, and then the Buffooncraft stream, and then one off-camera day for Generations, and then the Generations stream. And then I would technically need a third one for the Generations Baby Zombie Rush, kind of. So we'll see. All right, I am heading south. That's where the Guardian Farm is. And how I love this thing so much. But the lag is horrendous without Optifine. It's so tough. So we can't dawdle here. We've got to get our stuff and get out of here. It's horrific. We probably just dropped down to the single frames there. In fact, yeah, there we go. So as long as we're not in that chunk, we're okay. Hi, friend. I can't stay long, but hi, Jepo-tastic. I just mentioned that I was in your stream this morning. Well, how's it going, follower 50? How you doing? On the next day of Lagmas, Minecraft gave to me. 3 FPS. Okay, let's grab some of these blocks. Maybe 6 of those, and maybe about 4 of these. Jeppo, it is so good to see you. Nebula, if you're there, would you mind or Shut, if you're still around, doing the shout out for Jeppo? That would be greatly appreciated. If not, just chill. I'll take care of it myself. It's all right. There it is. Thank you, Nebs. Moderator extraordinaire. So, Jeppo, I don't know if you've seen the. I did a little progress flyby for the hotel, but that's what we've been doing. So I don't know when the last time you've seen this, but we made quite a bit of progress on it. So all of the rooms are done. The lobbies are done down below. Working on the lobby mezzanines today, right there, and then we need to put the aquariums, stock the aquariums with the aquatic landscaping items, seascaping items, whatever. Have to go in there, and the occupants have to go in there as well. And then this is done. But I think the tree was there, yeah. And I tore down the tree and remade it and stuff, and still have to finish it. But yeah, this is what we got for the hotel so far. So we did all the interior down here, and we have the faux river down below. And it looks a little bit better with the Optifine, where you don't have the edge details on the glass, because I did design it while I was using Optifine. So without Optifine, it's a little eh. But then these aquarium tanks will be filled with fish and other animals, maybe some dolphins, maybe not, I don't know. But the sea turtles and stuff like that. And then we'll have coral, fan coral, and all kinds of things in here to make them look really cool, which was really Nebula's idea. So, and we've got our levels all labeled and stuff with our rooms, right? And we've got all the balconies have all been finished. All right. So we've got all of this, and now we're just working on the mezzanine today. I already put in the white glass rails, and now I'm going to put in some details for this. It's going to be so nice. Indeed it is. And we also finished up the roof, too. So we put this big glass window in here. I was going to put a dome on this because, you know, a dome seems more fitting. But although sadly it's not very likely, but if we're going to need some more rooms, I needed an easy roof that I could just quickly rip off and tear off and then build the next level of rooms on and then slap the roof back on. So that's why I didn't go with a dome. And then really all we have to do is just finish up the outside here. Right here, and then we should be all set. Hotel should be finito. But now we got to get back up there and get our edge details in. There we go. Okay, and so what I wanted to try first was to put in this kind of prismarine block border around here. And I'm hoping that this is not going to be too much. I think it'll be okay. So we have our rails. Like this, and then we'll have this floor detail. And then for the floors, again, I was thinking on doing the white concrete. So I don't know. Or, you know, just to bust things up and make things look weird and goofy, I may do like white concrete around this side, and I may do the wood around that side. I don't know. Because one of the things I've been trying to embrace in the building style from last year is asymmetry. Trying not to build everything so symmetrical. You know, you establish some symmetry and then you divert from it. And that's that's like a leftover from last year's build resolution. This year's build resolution, I'm thinking more color. We have to use more color. Will you have an option to rappel down the side? Well, I don't know. I mean, it sounds exciting, but we do have wings. So repelling down the side. Extreme Minecraft. I'm kidding. I know you're kidding. But I think there is a mod that has a hook line like that. Or can you pull yourself around with a fishing rod? Now you've got me thinking. I think so. I think there is. In most of the first-person shooter games, they have that. But I thought in Minecraft there was a way to do that. And if there isn't, all I have to say is, Dear Jeb. Yeah, you know, if you could do the repelling with a fishing rod, that would be great. Yeah. If you could just go ahead. I remember Hook and Rail on Quake. Oh, yeah, yeah. I remember it from Minecraft, which was not Minecraft, from Half-Life, which was originally built off the Quake engine for its first iteration. But then we got the Gauss gun and the jump pack, and it's like, well, yeah, that's not needed anymore. Yeah, I used to be big into Half-Life. Half-Life and excuse me, and Left 4 Dead. And I belong to a really cool community for over 10 years called the Dark Tower Half-Life community. Those guys were really, really great. I've met a number of them in person too, as I've traveled around the country to their parts where they live and stuff, and we've always met up, and I've never been disappointed. Those people are great people. I do miss them dearly. Already I'm liking this with the Prismarine, but I think I should do some sleeping. And I'm thinking we should put some lighting details in some kind of manner. Now, one of the things Nebs and I were talking about, and Nebs, I haven't forgotten this. Maybe as I mention it, you'll recall. I was thinking on when I do the walls, I don't want to do the walls too much in here, because we were thinking, Nebs and I were talking at one point of, for different challenges and adventures we have on the server here with guests and whatnot, that we have trophies and mementos. And we would make this into a kind of trophy hall where maybe on this wall or something we would have, or maybe armor stand trophies of some sort here. We would have that kind of a thing here. So we might wind up doing that. Okay, now see, I was thinking that the white glass might be a little too bright, but I was also cautioning myself that, you know, once I get rid of the mycelium and the dirt, that it would probably calm down a little bit, and I think I was right. All right, but let's go see what it looks like from below. Let's also clean up our mess. Yeah, that looks cool. That looks cool. So it blends in with the accents here. I think that's going to be good. The only thing I have to consider. Well, actually, I don't really, because if you look, there's a layer that has to fit in right here. Now, I could make the ceiling of the mezzanine the same level as this ceiling here. So I don't necessarily have to have the ceiling of the lobby be the floor of the mezzanine up above. That doesn't have to be the case. I think I should do some sleeping too. My yawns are starting to split my face. Yeah, I remember that. Have a great rest of the stream. Jeppo, thank you so much for dropping by. You and I haven't hung out in quite some time, so I really appreciate it, dropping by. It was really good to see you this morning on your diamond painting stream. And hey, anytime you want to do a random word stream like you were talking about this, I'm totally up for that. Catch you next time. So let me see. We're at 101. We started at noon. We're end at 2. So we need to switch to a standing mode. And there we go. All right, let's make a couple of minor adjustments here. And there we go. Maybe a little bit more. Boy, you know, I miss having music in the stream. It's really confounding me. And so my attention is very divided right now, which is not good for me because I'm not a good multitasker at all. Okay, there we go. I think this is level 2. North wing. All right, and this is cool. You know, I was doing it block by block in a very tedious manner down below. So let's use the overpowered shovel here. And let us build a little bit more efficiently. Not efficiently, efficiently. There we go. Hawk. Hawk. So of some of the resolutions that we've been making for this year, I don't like to call them resolutions, but some of the plans we have for this year. New redeems, new emotes. And in fact, for the emotes, I might stream making those. Maybe. We'll see. One of the things about the emotes is I usually have, well, I don't. I mean, I've made the emotes that I'm using now, but what I'd like to do, what I haven't done is, and I usually use Affinity Designer to make those, but what I haven't done is set up a process with templates and stuff, and that's what I'd like to do this year. So I just have my emote template set up already, and so I can just crack open that template, make a copy of it, and then whack out my emote, and then just upload it, bing, bang, boom, like that. Of course, you have to wait for your emotes to be approved. You still have to do that. But that's one of the things I would like to do. And I do have a couple of ideas for emotes. And I also have ideas for badges. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull them off or not. But for example, for the buffoons, I would like to have the buffoons have their own badges for the Buffooncraft badges on my streams. I think that would be really cool. And I think I can do that. That way, when the buffoons are in chat, we always mention that anyway. But even if we don't, the buffoons should have their own badge, like that, so the non-buffoon viewers are aware. And again, it doesn't raise awareness; it just increases it. And for me, you can never have enough of that. So, because them buffoon people are awesome, trust me. All right, I need one right here, like this. Okay, I think I'm all right here. Great. Okay, and so now I know what to do with this because we have this down below. I think we should just mirror that right up there, right? For features like this, we should just go like that. Thunder, just do the thing that you're supposed to do with the thing, Some of these corner ones, though, I don't mind slowing down on these. Here we go, like this. There we go. Select it. All right, let's head out here like that. Most of the time it's just, you try to think about your design and think about it, but sometimes it's just making a commitment and just following through with it, And I think that's the case here. If I really dislike it, I can always go back and change it, right? So all right. Great. All right, this I feel pretty confident about just doing that. Then I got to think about lighting. Come on, hands, do your thing. There we go. All right. Yeah, see, I already like that a whole lot. Whole lots. There we go. Just that small detail made such a big difference. Such a big difference. Let me see. Find opportunity to wet my whistle. And there we go. Yeah, having the stereo only come out on the left channel in the stream, I remember something about that. I think I did look that up at one point. All right. Also, I want to duplicate this rail system here, sort of. But I don't know if I'm going to have this open or just entirely enclosed in glass. I'm thinking on just enclose it in glass. And I think I'll leave it the sandstone. Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. So we'll have this all enclosed in glass. This is definitely going to be glass. All right. So we can do that. One thing I would like to do, though, is the floor. So let's get some white concrete. And the first thing I'm going to try is doing the white concrete around this part of the floor like this. And then see about doing the wood over here, just so it kind of carries this pattern all the way through. I'm going to try that first. Then I'm going to look at this from down below and see what kind of effect that's going to have down here. Might be a little too much. But if so, again, I may cover the, I might make the floor, the ceiling here, a different kind of thing. In fact, I'll probably do this with slabs. That way it's, and I will probably keep this prismarine design and just, okay, we can do slabs for that. Good. Okay, so white concrete. White concrete. Do I have any of that? Let's see. Well, I did make a little concrete maker over here. But it doesn't look like I have any items in it. All right, but I'm pretty sure that we have some white concrete in some of these chests. No. Yes. Yes, no, yes. Maybe. Maybe, Bubby baby. Right. Okay, well, none there. So far that would be a no. I really want to finish a spiral design and the floor. You can see where my original pattern for the floor, I changed it when I decided to go instead of the cardinal north, south, east, and west, which is, Minecraft. That's become really hackneyed Minecraft. I went with fives instead, right? And so I decided to make the whole floor this deep slate kind of pattern here. And so I've updated quite a bit of it, but I can't really wait to do the rest. It's going to look so cool down here. And then to pattern out the walls too, where it'll be mostly this stone, but it'll also be andesite with a little bit of cobble here and there, and maybe some stone bricks here and there. Just to add some texture, right? I do not have any concrete there. But I don't think I have any in here either. And I think calcite's a little bit too much. Hey, white concrete right there. Plus, we got to empty out some of the items that we have in our inventory, of which we are finished, for which we are finished, with which we are finished. That's what I'm trying to say. We love a good texturing. Yes, we do. Those are the kind of tasks I do not mind having guests on the server to help out with, because if you think about it, it's a pretty easy task to do. It doesn't really take a lot of direction. It's just like, speckle in blocks here, make it mostly stone, but just speckle in the cobble and the andesite and things like that throughout. You get 3 or 4 friends in here. We all get the scaffolding up and we all take a section, and we all go through it. Words are hard. Yes, they are. And so you just go through it, and that's a good group task, something like that. I thought I had more white concrete. For God's sake, I hope I do. I hope I have more than this. Because I don't want to have to make the white concrete. That's the thing. You know, I used to have a lot of chests outside the doors of the hotel filled with these kind of materials. And I'm trying to recall what I did with them. I think I brought them all down here. And I'm not likely to have used white concrete in other places. So I don't know. We may wind up having to make some. But we can at least put some blocks down, what we have. We only have 24 blocks. But maybe we can put some blocks down and see what they look like. Let's just do a quick check in some of these. I'm not seeing any concrete. Oh, that's glass. Yeah, I'm not seeing any concrete. And I didn't miss anything over here. I don't think I did. White concrete powder. Yeah, I don't think I missed anything over here. Why is this here? I don't think I missed anything over there. Yeah, okay, we're good. Let's get out of here. Let's lay down what we have. Also, we have to finish off the Chamber of Commerce. My original plan was to go up 14 levels of this and put each level is each trade. So we would have a level of weaponsmiths, a level of toolsmiths, and the farmers. We already have farmers. Fishermen, clerics. We already have clerics. But you get the idea. And I was going to go up. I think it was going to be 14 floors up. But the lag. Oh, the lag. And so what I decided to do is just cap this off the top. And what I'm going to do for the top is I'm going to make the top a villager breeder. And I'm going to take these guys out of here. Finally. And Nebs, you were asking me about this. And that's what got me thinking, yeah, you know, I got to get the early game villager reserves out of here. And I was thinking, all right, well, let's top off the Chamber of Commerce with a villager breeder. And then even though that shaft down there is the elevator, this shaft here could be might serve to bring the villagers down to each level. That might be one function of it. Another function would be to bring the pumpkins up from the pumpkin farm down below. So oh, hey, there's some chests. Come on, white concrete. No. Okay, these chests here, I remember putting these items in here so guests can customize their rooms. That's what that's about. Kachi's room. And I don't think I have any chests down here. And sometimes I'll just stash them here in my closet. Those are all the guest shulkers. Okay, yeah. Maybe I have some on the other wing, but anyways, we can do. So this is what I had in mind, something like this. Right, carrying this over, and I was just going to go all the way around with it there. And I don't know, a little too stark with the Prismarine. I'm thinking not. I'm thinking it's going to be okay. So I can do this. Now I need some sort of, now I want to do the ceiling for the lobby underneath this with some sort of slab block. So I got to think about that. But first we need to... Where did my bed go? Did I leave my bed up there? I think I might have. Did I? Yes. Great. How are we doing for time? 1:20. We're doing plenty of time. We got 40 minutes left. There. And we need to take this transition feature out. Put those in like this. And so I was thinking this here going around and then the wood going around in that direction. Something like that. I know we do have a lot of, these are the skinned oak logs, I believe, right? Stripped birch log. I think I have more of these. So while I don't have a lot of the white concrete made, I do have access to a lot of birch, I believe. Let's go see. Now, if I had proper time to prep for today's stream, I would have all these materials all set to go like a professional Minecraft streamer, but we all know I'm not one of those, so this is what we got to work with. Birch, birch, birch. I think it's over there where the old tree farm used to be. And if that's the case, you know, I can just bone meal some more birch very quickly. Yeah, because I used to have like a little tree farm right here. White concrete? What do you know? Okay. We probably have the birch right over here. I tell you, I love the depot here. I just love the size of it. I love the proportions of this arch and just being able to fly through it. It's just so cool. Let me see. I'm not going to have anything like that here. But birch logs, we should have plenty of birch logs. If not, I should grab some saplings and some bone meal. Because I'm already anticipating having to bone meal up some birch. Nope. I might have transferred everything up to the tree area up above. Yeah, I probably did. I mean, I have some birch wood here, but I need the logs so I can skin them for that floor. Let's do that. Propagules. Let's do that. Because it's looking like I'm going to have to go and bone meal some. Right. Oh, thunder. That's okay. That's okay. That's not a biggie. All right. Here we go. Oh, wait. But that's this is oak, though, I believe, right? Well, I have some birch saplings. All right. Nope. Okay. Let's go do the thing, people. And I think we're going to have to do a little sleeping when we get to the top here. Right over there. That's my destination. Yeah. Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, birch will not grow with anything on top of it, but we should be okay right there. So let's do this. Get our saplings out. 一二三四五六七八. Right there. And let's go bone meal the heck out of these things. One thing I like about birch is it grows nice and straight. I mean, you get less wood, but makes for a very productive farm. Or it's easier to farm, I should say. Probably a little less productive, but I don't know. If you're doing it manually, birch is the way to go. Definitely the way to go. Coolness. Let us gather the saplings. Usually I keep everything I need in a chest, like right there. So let's do that. And one of those items is usually a hoe, so we could go tear down the leaves. So we can break that up fast and get our saplings. But I mean, we already have 47 blocks. That's pretty good. Great. All right, let's let those disintegrate and fall, and we will skin the logs that we have while we're doing that. Try to be a little efficient anyway. Here we go. This is going to be what? 23 and a half logs. If I did it in twos. There we go. Ah, the satisfying sound of skinning logs. If Chris the IT guy were here, there would be an innuendo forthcoming, which is itself an innuendo, I suppose. All right, let us do this. Yeah, see, we're getting the saplings already. You know, a one resource pack or data pack I got to put on the server here. It's the fast leaf decay. I love fast leaf decay, and I wish we could put that on Buffooncraft, but you know what? I think it might affect some of the farms. All right, let's let those grow naturally. Let's go place down what we have because I'm really anxious to see what this looks like. See, already I think that's a major improvement right there. I tell you, Nebs, Draken, I don't know, Drak, if you're watching or not, but I'm very, very proud of our Bubble Vaders. Very, very proud of them. I mean, they look kind of janky here without Optifine, and you have like all of the edge details on the glass, but there's some Minecraft science for you right there. Very proud of those. Just to get the water to behave like we got it to behave is very cool. All right, how am I doing for time? 1:31. I've got 29 minutes of the stream. Okay, so what I wanted to do is, yeah, I wanted to have concrete on that side, but I wanted to have the wood on this side like this. Subscribe to Tier 1, 22 months. Yay, 22. Draken, our friend and co-pilot, how are you doing? I've missed you, my friend. Of course, I've been maintaining contact with Nebula, so I know I don't have to ask how you're doing. I know what's going on over there, so. But I hope you are well. All right, so I'm thinking of something like that. And then this just continues around this side, and then the concrete continues around that side. One thing I don't like is it's a little narrow right here, but I think it's going to be okay. In fact, you know what? Before we get, I think it would be quite beneficial if I just did this row first. Thusly. All right, so I've got my pattern like that. Great. You know, I really like the way that the skinned birch looks against the prismarine here. I think that looks pretty cool. One of the other things I could do too is end the white concrete here and just have the birch all the way around. Because I really like that difference a lot. That looks super cool, I think. Yeah, I do like that. All right, we need more birch. Texturing is difficult for me. Join the club. Me too, my friend. Me too. Hotel Generations. Let's see what this is looking like from the lobby. Yeah, you know, I think I'm going to cover that up with the slabs. I just haven't decided upon which slabs I'm going to use for that. I would like to use a slab that has a pattern, but not too strong. There we go. And one thing Generations desperately needs is a proper tree farm. Guests, potential guests, make a note. We need a proper tree farm. So Nebs and I have went and made ourselves a mangrove tree farm, but the design that we wound up using, we didn't like it so much. And so we need to design a better one. And I may do that for the Buffooncraft stream on Friday. I may just go into my test world, on which we have Baby Zombie Rush, and I may take one of the chunks there and design a better tree farm. I think Nebs will agree that the top part of the mangrove tree farm, the TNT dupers that drops the dynamite, the TNT, I think that part's okay. That might need a little bit of positioning or timing tweaking. It could be our server too. The timing of our server might work a little bit different for Buffooncraft. But I think the top part of the farm is fine. The explodey part, I think it's good. It's down below where we have to gather the drops, and where the player has to AFK placing the propagules. That, I think, for our design isn't as good as it could be. It works. Maybe there's a reason why it has to be like that, but I'm thinking that that could be simpler, which may reduce the productivity of it a little bit, but I'm thinking we could have a better system for that part. So I may look into it between today and tomorrow, and then Friday we may try some designs on the test world. Or, we could just build on the Buffooncraft server, because I have been very, very, very busy indeed on Buffooncraft, and you guys should really see what's been happening over there. I'm not the only one who's been busy. The other buffoons also have been cranking. So if you haven't seen Buffooncraft in some time, and you haven't seen this Buffooncraft server on my stream, then you're in for a pleasant and magnificent surprise. We've been making a lot of progress on that server, and we are all very proud of it. Kumakwa! How are you doing, Kuma? There he is. Nebs or Draken, if you guys are still there and you wouldn't mind doing the shout out for Kamakwa, greatly appreciated. If not, that's okay. I can do it. Well, why should I ask how you are doing? We all know that you are fantastically mediocre. And remember, you have to put the accent on the second syllable, fantastically mediocre. Thank you, Drac. Thank you. Oh, Shut already got it anyway. Yeah, sorry about that. Thank you, Shut. Thank you, Drac. Kuma, I'm so sorry I missed the beam battles the other time there a few weeks back. So for those of you who do not know, occasionally Kachi and I will log on to Steam, and for Kamakwa's stream, we'll often engage in this game called Beam Battles, which is hilarious. It's a super inexpensive game, first-person shooter kind of deal, but it's just a funny little game. It's hilarious to play. I probably couldn't suck at it more, but it's a fun game. Kachi loves it. So, we've just been having a lot of stuff going on here, and it's but our schedules are starting to calm down now. We're back streaming, so really looking forward to the next one. Everyone asks me how I'm doing because they want me to jump around for their entertainment with my response. Just picture a hoop like this, so I'm just holding it out for you to leap through. But Bean Battles is a fun game. So all streams have resumed as of today. So Wednesdays at noon should be Generations, alternating between building on the server here and Baby Zombie Rush Design. And Friday will be Buffoon Craft. That'll likely be 3 to 5. Hopefully, we'll see. But it should be 3 to 5. That's Pacific Standard Time, of course. And then Sunday will be Kachi time. So, welcome to February. I may do some Bean Battles February 9th, Thursday, for my birthday. Thursday. We might be able to do that. If it's early enough, we might be able to do it. Kachi, I'll be able to do it. Kachi has his art class that day, so I'm not. Kachi might be able to do it, though, if it's early enough. But birthday stream, eh? Okay. Alrighty. So we'll get Whaler and Cat and the whole crew together, I guess. You know, I really got to put in a little bit time into Bean Battles and get somewhat proficient in that. You know, I really got to do a little bit better than that. Better at that than I historically have. It's not a hard game. It's not a hard game. It's just that I haven't played first person shooters in decades, literally. And so the hand eye coordination, and especially leading the shots to compensate for the ping. It's trying to get the feel for that again. I used to be really good with that, though. I used to be really sensitive with the ping, and I used to be able to lead my shots, even though my reflexes, my timing was slow. I used to be really good with that. What is early? You do live in the future. Actually, I thought you and I were in the same time zone because I thought you were in the western part of Canada, right? If I'm not mistaken, I might be. But let me see. Yes, you are. Let's take a look. Let's see what Kachi's schedule is here. Oh, okay. Well, actually, you said for the 9th, right? Okay, actually, later might be better. Kachi's art class has been moved from 1 to 2:30 p.m. And we need about, if we're going to do it before 1, we could possibly go until 12:30. If it's after, we would be able to start at 3. So I need about a half an hour to get up there, grab them. It's close by. It's not that far of a drive. But western part of Canada has 2 time zones as opposed to our 1. Okay, so after 4 p.m. Well, 4 p.m. would very likely suit us well. Trying to think if there's anything else going on Thursday, and I don't think there is. I may have to bring Mrs. Thunderhand to her appointments, um, but that's usually earlier in the morning and early in the afternoon. And then Kachi's stuff is right around 1 o'clock. And then after that, we should be golden for Thursdays. And these days, I'm not quite as fatigued as I was over this last month. This last month, I've been doing so much driving. And when I'm home, I'm a zombie. It's like getting a lobotomy or something. But 4 p.m. would be really cool. And I don't typically stream on Thursdays. I do Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So we should be good. How am I doing for our time here? 1:46. I have 14 minutes left of the stream. Oh, cans. There we go. And let me see. Let's get the stuff all sorted, just like that. Some of our drops in there. That's good. Hack this stuff out here. We'll go put in the rest of the floor. And then I think we'll be ready to wrap things up. Then we'll look to do a raid. Let me think. Wednesday, 2 o'clock. No, I think we're good. We're good for a raid. Great. Grab some of these precious saplings. Precious, precious saplings. Let me see. I think I can land on the mezzanine if I fly around this way. And. Yes, nice. Okay. Come on, blocks. Load, please. There we go. Blocks, please load. You know, the game, it's already hard enough for my hands to do their thing without having to manually load the blocks as I place them. Come on, sir. Stop that. Actually, this is a client side thing, I'm pretty sure. Okay, there we go. We should put down some torches. Probably one. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, let us do this. Let us do that, and let us do that. That should keep the mobs down. There we go. See if we can get all this stuff loaded in here. Yeah. In hindsight, this is probably not the best angle to have done this at, but they seem to be doing their thing. If you're not angled just right, these won't be set in the right direction. So, all right, that's good. So again, you know, I had the idea of, you know, I like this concrete feature out here and then having the wood there and then splitting it around here, but I don't know if I'm going to wind up going with this or not. I think I'm just going to stop probably right here and just go birch all the way around. Yeah, I like it. I really like the birch. I'm not too crazy about the birch against the sandstone, though. From the outside, I have these sandstone features, but I might change those to prismarine. We'll see. But the general theme I've been going with is mostly prismarine on the west front face of the hotel and sandstone on the back face of the hotel. So Hawk hands. All right, there we go. Almost done. And let me see, 151. We're doing good on time. Right in here, we'll just slap these guys down. Thusly. And we need a torch right about there. That's good. And it's getting time to sleep. So let us do that. Like that. Okay, that's good. I think I'm going to finish up right around here, and then we're going to call it. I'm out of birch. But this is the kind of thing I was thinking of. Just extending the birch, just ending the concrete here. Maybe having some sort of transition thing right here. Sort of transition block. Might be the prismarine. We'll see. And then right here, I mean, let's just slap down that right now for the nonce. Then I was thinking of just carrying birch over to there. Concrete right to there. Have some sort of transition block. And then it's birch all the way around. Let's shut off the light values like that. And I already like this. Yeah, I think this will do it. Okay, and we're out of birch. Let's go get some of that. Grab a little of the bone meal. No, not the bones, the bone meal. Like that. There we go. Get out the old Molly hatchet. Done. The Molly Hatchet reference. Are any of you old enough and American enough to know that? A little Flirtin' with Disaster. Probably their best song, I think. I think it's their most popular. But if you do not know of whom I speak, you should definitely call that up. Molly Hatchet, Flirtin' with Disaster. You will not be disappointed. Oh, no, you will be disappointed. No, you will not. Maybe if you're Kamako, you'll be disappointed. Yeah, it's old boomer music. Now, the Kamakwa karaoke cover of Molly Hatchet's Flirtin' with Disaster. Now, that might be a little disappointing. Or not, depending on the comedy value. Do you like 70s rock but wish it was not that good? Try Molly Hatchet. Dragon Shot, you were there. Can we get a band on Kuma for his views on Molly Hatchet? No, there will be no such bannings. I'm just not that insecure. The most secure man you'll ever meet. All right, let us pearl back up here. How are we doing for time? We're probably at time. Yes, we are. But you know what? I want to put down this birch. Yes, I do. Since I'm the boss, I say overtime for the boss. The rest of you can go home. But actually, Kachi and Mrs. Underhand need me for dinner shortly, so I gotta wrap this up. Right here and here. go. Let's just throw this stuff in here. Go get the rest of me logs here, and we should be in business. Yeah, I don't like my one side concrete, the other side birch thing here for the mezzanine. Yep, not cool. Let's just do birch all around. Like that. And then we've got that small patch to do, and then we're done. Okay, so let me see. I was thinking transition blocks were here. Maybe. Like that. We're certainly not going to keep the dirt there, but we'll either come up with some transition blocks, or let's just see what it looks like if I just do the birch like this. Yep, that'll do it. That will do it. Okay, let's quickly do the sleeping thing. And let's wrap things up. Okay, I like it. Wow, you know, actually for the ceiling, that's not too bad. But I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it, maybe I won't. We'll see. That's okay. It's a little bit of a jarring transition from this to this and then back into that. So I don't really know about that, but we'll see. I might continue some stuff like this over into here. We'll see. Yeah, you can hit the road there, Jack. Dastavachko, sorry I missed the stream. Just on my way home from work. Nice to see you back. Hope the family is okay. Sending my well wishes and good vibes. Dastavachka, my little droogie. How are you? Thank you for dropping in. Even if it was the last couple of minutes of the stream, I do appreciate it, and I am happy to see you. So, let us do this, and let us log off of here. Oh, we got to add the Glowberry accents up there in some kind of a way. All right. Okay, let us disconnect here. Let us do the... oh, who's on Buffooncraft right now? Nebs, Corny, and Eve. Oh, that's a fun time. Where is my, let's do that. Okay. So let's see if we can find somebody to whom catch you next time. So before you head out, so we're resuming all the streams starting today. So today, Wednesday, is Generations, and it alternates every other Wednesday. So one Wednesday we'll do Generations building on the server. The next Wednesday, the following, the subsequent Wednesday, whatever. Alternate? Wow. We will do creative mode, Baby Zombie Rush. So Fridays, probably 3 to 5. I'm hoping I can go back to 3 to 5 schedule. Will be Buffooncraft, and Sunday 4 to 6 will be Kachi Dime, of course. Nice, back on schedule. That's the plan. Also, we have the other system is down here, getting ready to be tested for post, probably right after the stream. So, and then we're going to start working on integrating the two systems together. In fact, I'll probably just run the new system and take the other system completely offline, clean it all up, upgrade it, do as much as I can, and then try to run both of them at the same time. Try to figure out what kind of configuration I want to do with that. Building coming along. Yes, it is. And then we've got to do some work on Kachi's end. I've got to work on Kachi's whole area out there where he is with his PC, and set up his school area and his little music area and all of that stuff. We've picked out a spot in the house for him, and now with Biggie going off to college, that's going to be his total area over there. And for Kachi Time, we're trying to figure out the best way for us to get his screen into my OBS. And so, yeah, there's a couple of different methods. We might use Game Capture Card. We might use something like OBS Ninja or something like that. So, smells like fresh PC parts. Yes. Yeah, and it's just on the test bed too. It's not even in a case yet. So, okay. With that, let me quickly look up and see if I can find anybody to whom we can raid out. And of course, if any of you have suggestions, I'm always open. Oh, well, of course, Nova's streaming right now. And let's see what he's doing. All right, they're not Nova's not Minecrafting. He's playing some game with our other buffoon, Crescent Mogul. So let's go check them out. There might be a little bit of language. It's at like PG-13, So just family-friendly viewers. Just giving you a heads up on that. Let us raid out to the mighty Nova, Supernova Relic, fellow buffoon, one of the prime buffoons. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. First of all, if you'd like to join us for the raid, and I highly encourage you to, and if you don't have a lot of time to stay for the entire stream, at least drop in, say hi. If you haven't, drop a follow, and if you're so inclined to sub, Nova is an incredible Minecrafter and funny, super smart guy. A lot of fun stream. And there, Draken has put in the stream our raid message, Thunder Hand, boom, shakalaka, Thunder Raid. So you can copy and cut that into the paste. Copy and paste that into the chat. PG-13, what an amateur Nova is. NC-17 is what I shoot for. Yes. Well, our other buffoon, Call Me Eve Gaming, is more like that. So, even more so. Which isn't a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's those two are hilarious. Okay, so let's do that. Raid. And there we go. Raiding out to Supernova Relic. Thank you so much. It's good to be back, everybody. I'm so happy to see you guys. I've missed you so much. Missed streaming a lot. And we will see you. Hopefully, you can join us for Friday for our Buffooncraft stream. A lot of surprises for Buffooncraft. You guys will be shocked if you haven't been keeping up on that. Please do. You'll see some really cool stuff. I'm going to do my own message. Okay. Boom shakalaka. Ban that man for his impudence. All right, let's do the rating out now.